have to describe this because this also is an audio.
Right. It's a bit mad, but going back to your one day,
Yeah.
I think welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another episode of We Chattin.
Oh, this is such a special episode. Like,
It
so
is.
cool.
It really, really is, honestly. Um,
Why is it
before
special?
we okay, cool. So we have just hit 100 followers, or over 100 followers now. Followers on Instagram for our We Chatting page. Woo. We have also reached over 500 plays on was it Anchor? Anchor,
Yeah.
yeah, that's great news. And it's international. So it's not like it's just from the UK. We've got it from different places as well. Do you want to just drop down some of the countries that people
I'm not
listen
even joking. I'm actually
to
quite
us in?
shocked because I do like look at our stats quite a lot, and the places that people are listening, it actually shocks me. So
Okay.
we have the majority of people that listen to us are American.
Period.
To lie,
Period.
that's Americans a lot on here. So if you're still listening,
I mean, you don't have to say that.
but some
Why?
I'm just being honest. We have UK, obviously. We have
Period.
Ireland, Canada, Germany, Russia, Indonesia, Oman, Malaysia, Singapore, India, China, Philippines. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. The Philippines. Mad. I'm really happy. Today is a really good
It's so
day.
great. Like, it's actually so great.
Mm-hmm.
Timing. Because when this episode comes out, it will basically be a year.
It'll be a year
Yeah.
or when we started WeChatting.
Our anniversary is March 1st.
We started in a pandemic, but we're still here and we're still creating contact. We've actually like grown really far in our podcast. I'm just happy.
I'm very proud of us. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
extremely proud. Because at some point I was like, I don't know if we can even do the podcast because like everything that was going on, and then like just our personal lives, and like here a year later still doing it. So proud of us. And see
Very, very, very proud.
where it's gonna go. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Just want to quickly thank everyone that's featured on our episodes. You've helped, really, really helped to even like grow and add attention to our podcast, and the energy that everyone brought as well has been amazing. Thank you for support. You know who you are. You've supported us from the jump as well. Thank you as well. We hope to just continue shedding some, I guess, light and joy to your day every time we release an episode. Because again, we are in the middle of a pandemic. But yeah, I'm just happy. Like me and Lee, we made an extra effort to look nice today as well. Just out of celebration.
Yeah, and I'm hope everyone's really excited because we actually do have a lot coming up this year. Like,
Yes.
We're
We've been booked
We are
and busy.
booked.
That's on period. So
Like,
please tune in for next week's episode, because we not only is this a special episode, but next week is extra special. Like it really is extra special. But yes. So let's go back into
next week.
right. Okay, so let's go back into our usual schedule. Aaliyah,
Hi.
how has your week been?
Okay, so I haven't been that interested. Very fair. Like I actually have my schedule down and I'm doing work because I need to start projects. And there are two things I want to mention that's happened because I forgot to mention this last week, and I feel like everyone should know. I was on Twitter and I quote tweeted something, and guess who retweeted it back?
Ted Park.
Yes. I am screaming because if you know me, you know how much I love this man. Like I love his music, and I will always call him out when I don't really like his music. But the majority of the time, I love it. Like the Who Don't What's it? They Don't Know album.
Mhm.
I cannot. I was listening to the other day, like top from bottom. Beautiful piece of work.
Get into it.
Oh, it was amazing.
Mhm.
And then the other thing that happened, this stupid fire alarm can go.
Yeah, explain what happened.
Bash it because it's not it. How can it go off today at 8:30 in the morning when
Because
already
yeah,
we were
me
up?
and Aaliyah, we were up. We'll explain why we were up, but we were up very, very early in the morning, and we were struggling to go to sleep. So for Aaliyah to tell me that she barely got any sleep afterwards, it's really sad because we actually went to bed really late.
At 4 a.m. talking about what
Yeah.
we'll talk about later, but actually we didn't even talk about. We did talk about that, and then we just like
We just went into like goals and stuff that we want to achieve in 2021.
mm,
Please, with Boris and all these restrictions, yeah, but now the ease of the lockdown, I don't want anyone to bat an eyelid when I do something that's mad. I'm
please
free.
look the other way.
Look,
Look,
face your front.
what I do is not your business. So
You in my business?
right?
You in my business? Don't do that,
Yeah. That's
please.
week. How about you? How's your week been?
Um, I guess similar to you, it hasn't really popped off too tough. Um, I'll say one thing.
Mm.
So I've mentioned it on the podcast before. I do a devotional every Monday with a group of, I guess, Christian friends of mine. And we had a very deep, very, very, very deep devotional and uncovered a lot of things about ourselves and I guess challenge ourselves to new things that we wanted to like do after the devotional that we just had. And I just really loved that. And I feel like it's just prepared me for the new month as well. And even like with the podcast as well and the things that we have planned as well. Like I'm very, very, very excited for what the new month has ahead as well. And then the weather. I'd say the weather has improved a lot. For some reason, it's just been really warm. And
Right.
like I'm not complaining, but most times, like in February, it's still very cold. Like that's the UK for you.
Like in 2018, it was snowing.
Snowing,
It was
and
snowing.
it was snowing for quite a few days.
It was
We
snowing.
only had one day of snow here, so it's really good weather really improves the mood as well. And I think because there's quite a few things now planned for like summer and stuff, just kind of preparing and looking forward to all of those things. It just kind of put me in a good mood. So I won't really say I've done like I've done something like big this week, but just kind of looking forward to things this week. It's kind of this week, sorry, or next week has kind of put me in a good mood. So I'll just say that's what's been for this week. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But okay, I will segue into it, and then I guess you'll read down the rules. So Aaliyah let me know yesterday that Mr. Boris Johnson, we like to call him Mr. BJ,
What's the matter with the initial
has
BJ?
yeah, the initials BJ. He has these rules or hopes or plans set out for the UK. Well, I guess Britain, unless we take the vaccine. Because I know we were talking last week that on March 8th we'll be able to go to the park in like a certain number of in a certain number in like groups, and I think you need to be from the same household. But I think from the way it sounds like, I feel like that's even eased down a bit more. I think you can go into groups, but you need to go into like maybe groups of 6 or so. And I think gyms as well. No, I don't know. Are gyms going to be open from March the 8th?
Oh, yeah.
They're not. They're not. I think schools will be open from March the 8th, right? But then now he's saying that if people take the vaccines by so and so months, a lot of things might be open again. So Aaliyah, do you want to read step 1?
I'm too gassed. Okay, so stage
I'm
one.
gonna turn off my camera at one point because my screen is blocking because I've put my phone up against the iPad, so it's covering what's being said. So if you see we chatting on the screen, I'm here. I'm just reading what I'm seeing.
All right.
But yes.
Okay, so stage one comes in 2 steps. So we have the 8th of March where schools and you can exercise outdoors. It's quite similar except like schools are opening and yeah, and funerals that can be 30 people and weddings that can be 6. So that's like part 1, but part 2 on the 28th of March, you can have there's the rule of 6, so 6 people from 2 households, and then we have outdoor sports and leisure, so like golfing, any like those kind of sports. Also outdoor organized sports, so like with adults and children, so you've got like tennis and stuff. Minimal travel, no holidays, and then outdoor and then outdoor parents and children groups up to 15 parents. Yeah.
15.
15.
Wow. And this is all step 1.
Yeah, that's step 1.
Is this confirmed or is it step 1 if people take the vaccine?
So what they said is that if we hit the vaccine goals, then these things can happen.
So what's the vaccine goal? Do you know the number?
No, I don't know the number, but
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
I'll put it on the screen if I find it. But yeah. Oh, it's my turn?
It's your turn.
Okay. All right, let me just send the camera. So with step 2, at least 5 weeks after step 1, no earlier than the 12th of April. Indoor leisure, including gyms, open for use individually or within household groups. Rule of 6 or 2 households outdoors, no household mixing indoors. Outdoor attractions such as zoos, theme parks, and drive-in cinemas, libraries and community centres, personal care premises like salons, all retail, outdoor hospitality, all children activities, indoor parent and children groups up to 15 parents, domestic overnight stays, household only. You think people won't do that before? I beg. Self-contained accommodation, household only. Funerals, 30. Wakes, weddings, receptions, so 15. Minimize travel. What else is there? No international holidays. Event pilot begins. Event pilot begins. Yeah. So that's step 2. That's a lot for step 2, but that's even April. That's quite mad.
I think that was basically what we were doing before the November lockdown.
Okay.
So like we had shops open and salons open and stuff, and we had the rule of 6. Yeah. All right. Step 3. Step 3 makes me happy because it's just before my birthday. Oh no, wait, I lie. Oh, this is the May.
All of what I read is before. Yeah.
That was April. Never mind. So this is for the no earlier than 17th of May. And we have indoor entertainment and attractions. So like cinemas, and then we have 30-person limit outside, rule of 6 or 2 households indoors. So now you people can be indoors with other people. Overnight stays, organized indoor sports, most significant life events, 30 people, so like weddings and funerals, all that. So it can be now all of it's 30 people. Remaining outdoor entertainment, including performances, I'm assuming concerts.
That's what. Wow. I'm gonna go to a concert just because I know I'm allowed to go to a concert, girl.
And now we have larger events. So we have indoor events being 1,000 or 50% of the capacity, whichever one's less. Outdoor events can be 4,000 or 50% capacity, and outdoor seated events are 10,000 or 25% capacity. And then international travel, subject to be reviewed.
Wow.
I have 2 concerts lined up this year. If I don't go see them,
I'm gonna lose it.
I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
I'm gonna lose it.
And we'll see them, both of them.
I want, honestly, if you're a PH1 fan and you no longer want your tickets, please hit up We Chatting. Or if you know anyone that likes PH1 but they don't want the tickets, hit up We Chatting, early entry preferably. And yeah, because I didn't want to go because there was no more VIPs and I really wanted to speak to the man. But I was like, I'm not paying to not go and see. But I was like, you know what? I still want to go anyway. But last time we checked on the site, the tickets were all gone, sold out. Well, at least early entry. So yeah, I'm just going to be scouting. Hopefully I can find tickets and I'm going to cop them as quick as I can and join Ali and Zainab on this ticket concert wave.
I barely ate for 3 weeks to save up. Yeah,
I know she did. And the thing is, I was probably like, no, guys, there's a deadline. Let's do it. But then the moment I saw VIP, I said, yeah, I'm not paying. Please let me save my money. I regret it. I could have sacrificed that money, but we move. Okay. And I'm gonna just, how many ships? Is it just 4, right?
Well, you're on the last one.
Okay.
This is my favorite
Cool.
one. Okay, this one.
All right. Cool. So at least 5 weeks after step 3, no earlier than the 21st of June, by step 4, the government hopes to be able to introduce the following subject to review. No legal limits on social contact. Wow. Nightclubs, large events, no legal limit on all life events. Wow. And this is June. So, and that all literally comes down to if people are willing to take the vaccine. Now, me and Aaliyah had this conversation last night. Because I know you asked me, why do you think people just don't want to take the vaccine? And literally, it's a thing of where it's mainly people of color that don't want to take the vaccine, or I guess people that have these extreme religious beliefs without actually researching it. So for example, with people with color, because of the history we've had with like trusting the NHS, I won't say the NHS too tough, but trusting like medical, the medical area and stuff. It's not been cute. The world is
women are more likely to die from childbirth. Why?
Already. And that's just one factor. Like there's so many things that the world is already put against people of color. So you can't blame the lack of trust. And also, and I guess this is just, I guess from what I know, being a Christian, there's been a lot of speculation on what, like, conspiracy theories of what the vaccine is about. And it's like, no, if you just do your research, it's nothing of what you believe it to be. Literally, it's a vaccine that's gonna lessen the chances of you actually getting COVID or it having a terrible effect on you.
Exactly.
Like, stop, don't read into it too much. And I've seen, I won't name these YouTubers, but I've seen a lot of big influencers talk about it on their platforms, these same conspiracy theories. And it's like, oh, because you saw one chain message that you got from WhatsApp or one auntie telling you, oh, this is what COVID will do to you. You're just quick to believe it. But it's not. It's not. Like my mom, like, obviously I've talked about on the podcast how I felt about the vaccine, but I've been swayed to believe that it really isn't as deep as what it was before. Like my whole thing about not taking the vaccine was never to do with these conspiracy theories. Please, that's all just, it was more about being a minority and like how scary it is to trust the government, and also the quickness of it all. But it's understandable because of how quick the virus was moving around the world. So like it makes sense. But my mom's taking the vaccine. She's got an appointment ready for that. So she's gonna see if I can be put forward to take the vaccine too. Because I'm trying to live my best life this summer, please. But it's gonna be like you said, it's gonna be kind of hard because again, the first people that need to take the vaccine are people that are at risk, and I'm not really at risk like that. I guess maybe asthma, but my asthma hasn't affected me for how many years, so we'll see. But yeah, any thoughts on these new rules, Leah?
Can we fast forward to the 21st of June because I need I need a proper uni experience and so get me into a club. And there are like 50 different clubs in Nottingham and I haven't been to one. It's a it's an absolute travesty. I
It's a
really
travesty.
Yeah, I really hope that everyone is intelligent enough to understand that these conspiracy theories like are stupid.
They're dumb. They're dumb. Like I get if you're someone that's religious, obviously keep your guard up because I won't go too tough into it because this is not what the episode's about. But like obviously there's a lot happening in the world that I can understand that you want to kind of be more cautious about how you go about living and stuff. Like I completely understand that. But please like know what actually is in the world that's trying to keep you safe and alive. Like don't to prevent yourself from just being safe. Like it doesn't make sense. Like
so everyone can go back to normal because
yeah,
it.
because summer is slowly summering. Like if you see the sun, for me to even wear this top indoors because these times it's cold. Yeah, for me to wear a top like this, summer is slowly summering. Please, let's get back to normal as quickly as we can because New Zealand is living their best life.
Here's something crazy. Everybody knows I am a cold person. Like I'm cold all the time. Everybody knows this. For the first like couple months I was here, my heater was on constantly. People come in, it's boiling. No, I'm freezing. My feet and hands are ice. I had to open the window today because I was too hot. You know summer's coming when I'm getting hot.
Hot, I know, because Aaliyah, please, when it comes to cold, she be feeling it.
I have
So,
of a 90-year-old woman, please.
I'm not a 90-year-old woman. Damn. But yeah, that's basically with the I guess what Boris's plans are. But then again, it's Boris at the same time. So let's just keep beside him the whole situation. Okay. So now let's get into what kept us late, well, early in the morning. Because okay, cool. Because I was trying to go to bed because we were talking last week that we want to do the episodes a bit earlier on in the day, well, at least from my side, because I get really good lighting in the morning. So we were waking up.
It didn't really concern me, but I said okay.
Yeah. So I was just like, let's do it in the morning. Cool. So then I was about to go to sleep, the same as Aaliyah was too, even if I couldn't sleep, right?
I finished 3 episodes of Grey's Anatomy, and I was like, yeah, it's time for me to clock out. But then and I see a big number next to the K-pop Society group chat, and I was like, hey, what the hell is going on? I click on it, and they were talking about stupid or something. And then I got to the very end, and someone posted a picture of a rumor that Dispatch had actually posted. So I said, the same dispatch that have not done their job for 2 years. All right. So I go to Dispatch Instagram, check to my call, and I send it immediately to the group chat. And that's why.
So quick information. Dispatch is basically what you call the Daily Mail of Korea. Like it's
well, I mean, most of the time they post like adverts for like idols and stuff. But then every now and then they would post scandals.
Oh, like
I love it.
Dispatch will sit on tea for as long as they need to sit on tea, and then on your literally February the 23rd, it was random date, random as hell. They said, yeah.
It wasn't even February 23rd. It was actually today.
Today, yeah, because it was the 24th in it.
Yeah.
So, if you didn't know, Blackpink member Jennie is currently dating the king of K-pop,
Absolutely.
G Dragon.
This
And they've been dating for how long? A year?
year,
Over a year?
a whole year. You mean this relationship go past a pandemic?
During the
Her
pandemic, they
relationship
were
with Kai could not do
in
it? Damn.
a whole relationship.
Oh,
Now, the funny thing about this whole situation is that a year, 2 years ago, Jenny again was involved in a dating scandal with one of the most popular K-pop boy groups in Korea, EXO, from a member of the name Kai.
mhm.
And shortly after they broke up, so cool. That was like big tea because that happened in like New Year. So we're like, oh wow. But this just dropped out of nowhere. And then people were like, hold up, wait a minute, let's look into the situation.
Like,
So then people were now posting videos of Black G Dragon in the recording studio with Blackpink because of the recent album. He was involved in the production of it. And he was just there sitting gingerly like, car. I say, wait, wow. And then I said it to me, I said it before I went on to, I was like, my God, the girl, she was really doing backup singer for G Dragon.
yeah,
What's it called? Black.
yeah, before she debuted, please.
And then people were like, no, this is creepy because you were really preing her from when she was 18 and you're big, what, 25? She's of age. That's what I'm gonna say.
See, the thing is, I don't think he was preying her when she was like 18. I think it's more
But
like
but people are saying is the fact that you saw her grow up and it also that you're just it's mad. It's mad. I won't even lie. It's to me, I just find it funny. I find the whole situation funny. Because like getting in, they be getting it in, and they said the pandemic ain't gonna stop us finding love. Like if I can get with the king of K-pop, then what's your excuse for being lonely? Oh, what's your excuse for being single? Oh, if I can get two men that are popular, really up in their game in Korea under my belt, and I wasn't even was she even born in Korea? She wasn't it, but she's majority of her life she was in New Zealand, right?
New Zealand.
Please, and I've just got all these men under my belt. Please, Korea men. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The whole internet just broke down. Like,
Drinking at YG. What water are they drinking at YG? Because whatever it is, can I get some?
And I said it earlier, all you men that are following this girl on IG, thinking you have a chance, embarrassing. She's dating upon dating other people, and you're following thinking that there's something. I'm not gonna name names, but you know who you are. Get a grip, because G Dragon, that's the best of the best. My guy is a millionaire. They're both millionaires, but multi-millionaire.
He has transcended K-pop. It's not even just within K-pop people are calling him a genius. No. This is all over the world.
Well, like he obviously we like to talk about K-pop too, but aside from K-pop, the amount of respect like we have for G Dragon, like he helped obviously push K-pop like on the map, I guess, for like more international fans as well. But like he's worked with artists, a lot of artists outside of K-pop too. He's respected by a lot of artists outside of Missy Elliott, will.i.am, Diplo, like a lot of artists outside of K-pop too. Similar, he's basically CO and G Dragon are counterparts. They're exactly the same. Look at and Gail's worked with Beyonce, for goodness sake. I think if you work with Beyonce, you can't chat to me. That's on period. Again, Diplo, will.i.am, like they're obviously they're part of the same. That's why when I saw this news, I won't lie, my heart broke a tiny bit because I'm not gonna give up on CO and G Dragon. Like I know people support CO and Dara, and I think it's cute too. But there's something about CO and G Dragon, especially when they're on stage.
It's different kind of chemistry. Why can't we be friends? Maybe, just maybe, they were dating.
But they were like, nah, this is a family kind of thing.
But you
I
must.
hear that. Like I'm content as long if they like it, I love it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, like I just find the whole situation funny to be honest. And
I
I
think
think
this.
I think 'cause I was saying to you as well, it's gonna make me read into situations more. Because I before I was like, yeah, please, like all you people that be doing conspiracy, assuming that this one is going out with this, like it's not that deep.
But then you also have to look at all the people that were exposed for dating that were like, hey, where did that come from? Like Kang Daniel and Jihyo, I was like, I did not see that one coming.
Of course, those are situations like we just do not expect. But it's like, because okay, cool. Like let's say a moment future, because before or people were already like, there, you guys,
Momo since day dot.
they thought, but we were just like, no, it's probably his fetish, not fetish, but fetish. In like this whole Japanese kind of anime girl kind of concept and stuff, and also because he likes cute things, which is very cute. She's a very cute person too. That's what a lot of people assumed. But then come to find out they were both really feeling each other, and it's like, oh, people were really into the right thing.
It's
like,
so funny that everybody was commenting on it. So, oh, but I thought you liked Momo. I was like, I do. I love how everyone's just in on it. This is why I'm these emails that I sent out, they actually need to come back to me because I'd love to get into the industry and know the tea.
The tea.
I would never expose it here, but I would love to kiki with you and just so you know this one.
I just be like, oh my god, did you hear? Like I know Dre KML, he was saying that he knows some because obviously he's got a lot of friends in the K industry now because of his platform and stuff. And he knows some tea. Like when the whole Kang Daniel and Gio situation happened, he was like, I know things, but I'm not gonna say on this platform. I said no. I want to know too. I want to know
this in front of everybody.
Yeah, because I promise you, well, lie to lie, I'm not saying it on here. Aaliyah is not saying it on here. That's for our own pleasure and for us to just be like,
I would love to do more 4 a.m. calls and just be like, this one and this one I'm dating.
This one game. I said, yeah, of course. Like, what's the deep? You know what I mean? Yeah. But like again, like if they're happy, I love it. One thing that irritated me though, and that's why I had to say that me and Aaliyah understand how big and how respected of an artist. Like your faves, BTS, those are your faves. That's their faves. The whole of Big Bang, that's their faves. Like all your faves, those were really the godfathers of K-pop. And even before Big Bang, obviously.
Some people will not be here if they did not watch Big Bang.
Thank you. Same thing for 21. You think Blackpink? The copy for Blackpink, where did they get it from? Right? 21. Please. Icon. Winner.
It's all the newer uneducated stands, or like I'm just saying uneducated stands. I want to be like, oh, it's my favorite, nothing.
They were really climbing
history behind it.
You don't understand the history. Like obviously, there's memes. There were some memes that were hilarious. Like the picture that's going around of G-Dragon on this bike. And they were like, Jenny really left. At least Kai had a whip, but Jenny went for a man riding a bicycle to a yacht.
A bicycle with 40 million in his pocket. Yes.
But period. I was seeing there was a picture of him like posing in his house, and there was like a art copy, so like a work of art on his wall. Yeah, how much that art piece was. My guy is rich. Please don't come for him. You brokers, don't come for him.
Playing with pennies. You're playing with cash. Oh,
cash doiler. So I don't really have anything else to say on the situation.
Someone was on G-Dragon, please.
Yeah, do not. Are you not embarrassed? You know who G-Dragon is. Please.
There's no reason. I swear, he take one look at you, he could buy you. He could buy your entire life.
I'm not even trying to drag, yeah? But some of your faves, if you don't know who G-Dragon is, your faves are the copy of G-Dragon. I'm not going to name names, but this same Not singing voice. Where do you think you get? Where do your faves get that same voice from? That same look, that same, unique appearance. Where do your faves get that same look from? That same appearance from?
People draw inspiration.
Why are they so silent?
Yeah.
I've got names in my head, but if I call them out, I'm gonna get dragged. So let's keep it at that. But you know who I'm talking about. I look at you, Leah, you look at me. Yeah.
I see you.
We see each other.
All right. Okay,
all right.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know, very tense, but it's just that it was just quickly before we move on, someone was like, I wouldn't be surprised. By the way, my arms are very creased, so facial front. Someone was like, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a week of just dispatch dropping couples. And I was like,
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
Do it. I dare you. I dare you, dispatch. Do it.
Do it. Double dare you. Because that is tea. Baby.
Because I used to believe that some of these third gen idols are not going out.
Oh, 100%. Because most of them are clocking into their third, so they're clocking into their 7th, 8th year of just being in the industry. Mind you, they also had years of training. A lot of these relationships even started during trainee years. So it's don't be surprised. Yeah, exactly. He was a trainee, exactly. So, my timeline is full of the pictures there, and I'm like, get a grip. I'm so sorry. It's very naked. And it's just speaking of naked, I'm so sorry. I've said it on occasion that I'm not a fan of really muscular people, but I saw this photo shoot that one her did for this men's wear. When I say print, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah, cool, print. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, now moving on from that's K-pop side as well. Honestly, guys, please don't be so close-minded to not get into K-pop, because K-pop is not just songs and pretty looking people. There's scandals too. It's just oh my god, and it's great music at that.
There are some songs that just bang. And
bang.
You're not listening to it because it's in Korean. You're like,
yeah,
but you can listen to songs.
But then you can Despacito, please, thank you.
Even though the lyrics, I'm so sorry, but didn't you get an E in your Spanish GCSE? Leave it.
Didn't you get an E in your Spanish GCSE? Oh no! Do you know what we need to do? A new TikTok. We need to do a new TikTok. Cool, we'll do that. We'll for our 100 followers episode, we'll do that for you guys. It's a little treat. Because we're looking cute today as well, Matt as well. Yes.
So far behind on my Netflix shows. When was the last time I watched? When was the last time I watched We Chattin? Have you liked, commented, subscribed, shared? Huh? We see you, fam. We see you.
We're starting back up a series. Yes, we are. So when last year we did a thing where every couple of weeks we would review Road to Kingdom. Now Kingdom has come out. We're going to be reviewing that every week. The first episode did actually come out this week. However, I'm not going to watch it.
So yeah, we're not watching it until we get our subs and we let it kind of marinate in time. Kingdom, for context. Yeah, Kingdom is basically the follow-up episode of Road to Kingdom, which Road to Kingdom, if you didn't know, was a program which involved, I think, 7 groups of maybe groups that have been maybe 2-3 years into their careers, debuted.
Groups that haven't had a win yet.
Yeah, and then showing who's deserving of being in Kingdom, which is the program that we're about to review now, of idol K idol boy groups that have actually done very well in the industry and stuff, and are continuing to be successful, and also kind of creating a legacy for themselves in a way. And obviously, Road to Kingdom, the winners were the boys.
Mhm.
So there was already a lot of like controversy with the whole Kingdom thing because there was like Mnet was struggling to find boy groups that were willing to be involved in the program, and I was like, I don't care. I don't care if you don't want to be in it. I want to watch because Road to Kingdom was so good. So
I think not next week, but the week after this episode will start, and that means we'll have 2 episodes to review.
yes, 2 episodes. We're gonna keep it short because we know not a lot of our listeners are into K-pop. However, I think this is the best way for you to even get into K-pop because it's featuring the best of the best boy groups. It's a show that
content.
Sorry,
it's not just BTS content.
It's not just.
I love BTS, however, you need to. A multi-fan is the way.
Take a seat. Yeah. Like the family, yeah, exactly.
SF9. Who else are there? Stray Kids, ATEEZ. I'm sorry, but ATEEZ's performance. Wow, I have no.
Yeah, I need to. I haven't. Yeah. I will be watching it when the episode comes out. But there's also a Queendom one as well, which has also the girl group. Of course, my faves, Mamma Mia won the competition. If not, I would have really flipped the switch. But yes, it features a lot of amazing girl groups that are currently in the industry too. So if you want to check out which girl groups are popping in the industry too, Kingdom and Queendom is there too. But yes, Kingdom has already started, and we'll just summarize it for you maybe every so and so. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm very, 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 very excited. The group I'm excited for the most is iKON because I love Bobby. I love me some Barbie, and even the short what's her name, Jinhwa, girl.
I love me.
Jay,
please. I just look on Instagram and I see his pictures come up on my feed. I said, okay.
Oh, I need to watch his that episode they did of like, you know, when there's this thing of where they've been reading like comments on like I just be reading comments on like YouTube and the Wikipedia and stuff. There's like a series on is it Wonder K? I'm not sure. I'll send it to you if I watch it today. But yes. That's basically that. Now we're slowly coming to the end of the episode. But before we get into our usual routine, we just kind of want to reflect on our year of doing We Chattin.
I'm proud that we've done this through a pandemic. That's like
the fact that we are in a pandemic
is
in the 21st century, baby, girl.
Yeah, I mean we've changed a lot since we started.
Give me your favorite episode so far. You can have to if it's hard.
Okay. I loved our Valentine's episode.
Yeah.
It was so cute.
Okay, top 3.
Okay. I love. Do you know what? All of my favorite episodes have been ones with guests because they just add flavor.
Yeah, they do. They do.
It's nice. Like I love talking to you, but it's also really nice hearing from different people. Yeah, I should love that. So I loved our Valentine's episode. That was I really liked that one. I also liked the episode that we did with Zainab. Do you want that one?
I didn't want her to know that we like having her as a guest. She doesn't need to know that. Girl, but yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was fun. Ooh. One more. Do you know what? I liked our colorism episode. I thought it was nice to talk about something a bit more serious, but it was also nice to just have that conversation on our platform. It's nice to talk about the important stuff. Those are my top 3.
Top three? Cool.
When you were
So I'm gonna steal two from
Mhm.
yours. So I think number one
Mhm.
will have to be the Valentine's episode. I think I loved doing that episode
Mhm.
because of the guests. The guests that we had were amazing. Also, I loved editing it. It was so fun. Like I loved like incorporating like Valentine's comment, all of that. I'm just looking forward for the episode to be released and stuff.
Mhm.
The colorism episode comes at a close second because if we didn't do the Valentine's episode, that would be number one
Mhm.
because I just loved that conversation. I really, really did. It was very important, especially at the time the episode came out. Um, and number three, what would number three be?
You know what you're trying to think. We've actually done like this is our 32nd episode.
Mm, mm, mm. Oh, when we were in the same room after a long time, that episode, the Christmas, I guess, special episode, the
Mm.
New Year one, because it's been so long since I've been in the same room with you.
Mhm.
And that's how our episodes used to be in the past. We used to record literally. We've put a lot of effort into this because I would either go to Leah's house to record or she would come to mine. But we didn't have a problem doing that because we loved doing this podcast.
Exactly.
And I think after so long of not being able to do it in the same room, also the quality, like I feel like we looked really nice for episode 2. I think that would be number three for me, for
Mhm.
sure. And I think looking forward to that episode coming up, coming where we were in the same room as well. I think that's why it's number three
Mhm.
for me. I think my least favorite episode is number one because of how scared we were. It's
Awkward.
like it's so awkward, but then again, that just shows the growth
Mm.
and stuff in the episode. So yeah, that's my top three. Any honorable mentions?
Honorable mention the episode with uh, Deborah, Io, Arnold. That
Oh,
that was so fun. Was it just those three?
I might need to swap number three. Honorable mention might need to be the being in the same room. I know that was all sentimental,
We
but
didn't
no,
actually post that one.
we didn't. That's what's sad about it. Yeah, it can't be number three then because that was a really good episode. Really, really good episode. But there was just a lot that happened. But it's fine. Like, it's good for memories and stuff. Like I still have the clips on my phone. But yes, that was such a funny episode.
That was
Such a funny episode.
it was
And the reason why
very like unplanned.
it wasn't, yeah, exactly, because they just came to my house that day after going shopping. And I was like, well, we're recording, so you want to just hop in?
Yeah.
And I think because we were in the same room, and that's the thing, like the sad thing about the pandemic is that you don't get that nice flow. Like you can't bounce off each other too well unless you're familiar with each other. That's a good thing about the guests that we've had so far, that we're familiar with each other. But that day we were all in the same room. You'll see how people are reacting and stuff. Like it was such a good episode. But don't worry, if we just, take the vaccine, we can have more of this episode soon. I can travel to your uni. When you're back here, we can have episodes together. Exactly. Exactly. So fingers crossed, I might even make some friends in Oxford Brooks that I'll be like, I don't mind you featuring in an episode one of
It'd be a
these
lot easier
days.
to make friends with people because I hopefully, like, fingers crossed, when you start, you actually have that time to go meet people.
Meet people now.
Or is me like
Yeah.
I'm kind of confined to my building, which is
Mm,
nice. I've met so many nice people here, but
yeah.
it's nice to get out and meet new people.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay.
Alright.
Any goal? Let me check the time. Okay, let's not actually because I want to just be short on this time. Cool. All right, so song of the week. Yes.
Right.
Should I go first or do you want to go first?
I'll go first because you went first last time.
Cool.
So my song of the week is Clouded by Brent Baez. and this song, I think the song went back.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, recently, me and Leah, when it comes to like just knowing what we have in common in certain things,
It's
mad.
we're just
That song, why did? Yeah.
it's like I was playing it because it's on my Sort Out album, and it was like, yeah, it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Right, and it's been all over TikTok as well. So,
and to be fair, sometimes I listen to TikTok songs and I'm like, I don't like them. However, there are some TikTok songs that they just hit different.
Have to add to the playlist.
That's one of them.
Yeah.
All right, there.
My song of the week is by an artist called Sam Henshaw. I knew of him before getting into the song. He was on a Radio 1 extra performance with Ray Black and some other guy, I've forgotten his name. Great singer though. Singing Let Me Love You by Mario. Great. Oh, beautiful cover.
Song on Spotify of all time.
Really?
Yeah, because I played because I did a dance to it and I was on. So
I'm gonna make a 90s/2000s R&B playlist because I've my R&R playlist. So that's my slow jump playlist. That's what I titled it. I sometimes want to put some old school R&B into it, but I'm like, no, I want a separate playlist for that. So I'm gonna create a new playlist. But yeah, it's Sam Henshaw's Broke. Love that song. Really, really, really great song by him.
Nice. So
yep.
we've come to the end of our podcast this episode. I just want to say, like, again, thank you for everyone that's been on. Like, big thank you. And then thank you for everyone that's going to come on this year. And I really hope and pray that this year will actually be our year. We'll just make even more, and it will just keep growing and growing and growing. And yeah, that's on 2021.
That's on 2021.
So, my name is Lydia.
And my name is Grace.
And we have
been We Chattin.